Their feelings for you were always genuine and real, even if they couldn't bring themselves to show it fully at the time. Deep down, their emotions ran strong and sincere, but instead of being honest with you, and even with themselves, they chose denial. The love they felt required major changes in their life, changes that stirred up deep fears and insecurities. They were afraid of what stepping into something so profound would mean, the risks, the unknown, and the uncomfortable growth it demanded. Instead of confronting these fears with courage, they turned away from them, and by extension, from you. This fear and internal confusion clouded their judgment. Feeling overwhelmed and unprepared to face the emotional and life shifts necessary to be with you, they made choices that led them down a karmic path. Whether that involved third parties or unhealthy attachments, they clung to situations that were familiar but ultimately unfulfilling. These choices may have seemed like an escape at the time, a safer or more convenient route. But now, they are paying the price. Life has a way of revealing the truth over time, and they are starting to face the consequences of walking away from the one person who offered them real love and connection. They believed that leaving you behind would be the easier path, but that illusion has now crumbled. They are beginning to understand just how mistaken they were. Emotionally and mentally, they feel as if they're trapped. The karmic situation they chose has become a source of torment rather than comfort. There is no true joy, no emotional depth, no peace. They go through the motions, but nothing brings fulfillment or a sense of belonging. Each day feels heavy, and in the quiet moments when no one is watching, they break down. Silently, they cry for you. Silently, they mourn the connection they lost. You are constantly on their mind, and the realization that they gave up something so rare is eating away at them from the inside out. Your strength, independence, and resilience shine now more than ever. You've chosen yourself. You've moved forward with grace, healing, and power, and this only intensifies their emotional turmoil. Your energy, self-sufficient, grounded, and magnetic, pulls them in even from afar. They can feel you, and they are drawn to your light. But with that attraction comes fear and insecurity. They worry that someone else may step in, that someone else might give you the attention and love they failed to provide. The thought of losing you to another person, someone who can love you the way you deserve, is tearing them apart. Regret now haunts them. It's not just a fleeting emotion but a persistent ache that follows them wherever they go. Your absence is not just noticed, it's felt deeply. The people around them see it too. Although they may be physically present, it's clear they are not truly there. Their mind and heart are elsewhere, with you. They smile and function as if everything is fine, but those closest to them can sense the emptiness in their gaze, the longing in their silence. It's like a part of them is missing, and it is. Being with you taught them what true love feels like. The connection you shared wasn't surface level, it was soul deep. It awakened something in them that they can't unfeel. And now, after having experienced such a rare bond, nothing else compares. No one else makes them feel as safe, understood, or seen as you did. Every interaction they have with others now feels dull and lifeless in comparison. They miss your love, your voice, your energy, everything. More than anything, they long for your healing touch, the one thing that used to make all their internal chaos feel calm. As you continue on your own journey, growing and thriving, they find it increasingly difficult to connect with you, even energetically. There was once a strong telepathic bond between you, one that allowed them to feel close to you even in silence. But now, with the emotional distance growing, that bond feels harder to reach. They try to feel your energy, to communicate in dreams or thoughts, but it's like you're slipping away. And it terrifies them. They may never say it out loud. Pride or fear may still hold them back. But deep inside, they hate it when they sense you pulling away. It triggers a storm of emotions: anger, sadness, helplessness, and longing. Because even though they made the choice to walk away, they never truly wanted to lose you. They hoped they could come back when they were ready. But now they're beginning to see that your love wasn't something to be put on hold. It was a once-in-a-lifetime kind of love, one that doesn't wait forever. They now understand that letting you go wasn't an act of strength or clarity. It was fear. And that fear has left them more lost than they've ever been. While you are finding your way, they are struggling to find theirs. And in the depths of their heart, they hold on to one hope: that somehow, someday, they'll have a chance to make things right, and feel your love again. Your eyes hold countless memories, fragments of a story we both lived, shaped by joy and pain, laughter and silence, beginnings and endings. When I look into them, I don't just see you, I see us. I see the beautiful moments we shared, the ones that made us feel alive, connected, and full of hope. I also see the shadows, the painful memories we silently carry. I remember our fights, our misunderstandings, the harsh words that cut deeper than either of us expected. Those moments wounded us both, yet your eyes still reflect the same emotions I saw on the day we parted: the sadness, the confusion, and the fear of losing something that once meant everything. That day remains etched in my mind, impossible to forget. It was the day we decided to let go, to end what we once called love. But even now, long after that moment has passed, I know deep down that our love never truly ended. Love like ours doesn't just disappear. It transforms, lingers, and carves a permanent space in the soul. What we had, what we still have, will always live on, even if we are no longer together as a couple. You were not just someone I loved, you were a part of me, and that part can never be erased. I still remember every detail of that day, as if it happened only yesterday. It's tattooed in my brain and imprinted on my soul. Among all the memories, one stands out above the rest: the moment you told me how deeply you loved me. It wasn't just the words you used, it was the raw emotion in your voice, the way your eyes welled up with unspoken feelings. I saw how much you cared, how much you were willing to fight for us. It was in that moment that I truly understood the depth of your love, and it both warmed my heart and shattered it. I told you I was leaving to better my life. I made it sound like it was for both of us, like I was preparing to come back stronger, more stable, more capable of building a future with you. But the truth is, I wasn't ready for any of it. I was overwhelmed, afraid, and uncertain, not just about us, but about myself. I left because I didn't know how to stay. I wasn't prepared for the responsibilities, the expectations, or the emotional weight of love that real. Still, my intention was never to hurt you or betray your trust. I see now how I failed you, how I abandoned someone who would have never abandoned me. I know I was wrong on many levels, and I carry the weight of that every day. But if there's one thing I hope you still believe, it's that my love for you was always real. It may have been flawed, it may have been buried beneath silence and mistakes, but it was never fake. I just didn't know how to express it properly. I struggled to communicate my feelings, and that made you question everything: my loyalty, my intentions, and even your own worth. I know now how that must have made you feel, and I'm deeply sorry for putting you through that. You thought I had moved on, that I was never coming back, that I had stopped caring. But none of that is true. My silence wasn't because I didn't care, it was because I was drowning in regret. I felt guilty for everything I had done and everything I failed to do. I didn't know how to come back, how to face you, how to fix what I had broken. I let my shame silence me. In all the relationships I had before you, I felt invisible, like I didn't matter. But with you, for the first time, I felt seen. I felt heard. I felt genuinely loved. You gave everything to keep us together. You fought for us when I didn't know how to fight for myself. You were strong when I was weak. And despite all that, I made you question your own worth. I made you doubt your love, your choices, and your instincts. That is what hurts me the most. You deserved better, from me, from love, from life. I carry that shame with me every single day. Not because you made me feel it, but because I finally understand what I lost. I lost not just a partner, but a person who saw the real me and loved me anyway. That kind of love is rare, and I took it for granted. If I could go back, I would do things differently. I would hold you tighter, listen more, and speak my heart instead of letting fear speak for me. Even if we never find our way back to each other, please know this, you changed me. Your love changed me. And though we may be walking separate paths now, a part of you walks with me still, in everything I do and everything I hope to become. Your partner is nearing the end of a powerful karmic cycle that has held them captive for quite some time. These karmic contracts were deeply rooted in their past and played a significant role in shaping their experiences and decisions. For a long while, they were caught in a controlling dynamic, one that manipulated their thoughts, clouded their judgment, and kept them from aligning with their true self. It wasn't always easy to see what was happening, as these kinds of bonds can be subtle, even deceptive. But now, the fog is lifting. The mental and emotional games that once held power over them are losing their grip. Your partner is beginning to wake up, to see clearly, and to reclaim their autonomy. This awakening marks a pivotal shift in their journey. They are no longer willing to be a passive participant in their own life. Instead, they are stepping forward with more determination and clarity than ever before. Slowly but surely, they are beginning to make steady progress. They are moving in a new direction, one rooted in truth, freedom, and personal growth. Each day brings them closer to who they truly are, and part of that transformation involves embracing a more grounded, confident version of themselves. They are stepping more fully into their masculinity, not just in terms of gender or identity, but in the energetic sense. They are reclaiming their inner strength, their power to lead, to protect, and to act with purpose. This return to self has not been easy, but it has been necessary. Through this process, your partner is gaining not only confidence but also insight. They are beginning to understand the depth of their own emotions and choices. They are beginning to see the bigger picture, how certain patterns have repeated, how past wounds were never truly healed, and how the karmic connections in their life needed to be confronted before they could genuinely move forward. As they step into this new version of themselves, they are beginning to feel a pull toward you again, a desire to reconnect and communicate. They are thinking about reaching out, not out of impulse, but because something within them is guiding them to share their truth. Communication is coming. Your partner is gathering the courage to express what has been on their heart and mind for a long time. They want to explain why they left so suddenly, without closure, without explanation. At the time, they didn't have the clarity or strength to face everything head-on, but that has changed. They now recognize how deeply their absence may have affected you, and they are beginning to understand the importance of owning their actions. More importantly, they want to speak not only about the past but also about the present, who they are now, what they've been through, and how their understanding of life, love, and connection has evolved. Even during the time apart, the bond between you never fully faded. Your energy, your light, your essence has continued to live within them. You've remained in their thoughts, sometimes in quiet moments, sometimes in overwhelming waves. They still feel your spark, it's something that cannot be duplicated or forgotten. Your presence, even in separation, has offered them a kind of emotional compass, guiding them back to what feels real and meaningful. Through this separation, your partner has undergone a profound transformation. They've had time to reflect, to heal, and to see things from a completely different perspective. Where they once may have felt confusion or fear, they now feel clarity and conviction. They are beginning to see the world, and your connection, in a new light. The illusions are breaking down, and in their place is a clearer vision of what they truly want: authenticity, connection, peace, and love that is rooted in mutual understanding and respect. There are still a few loose ends that need to be addressed before they can move forward completely. Their karmic situation is not entirely resolved yet, but the hardest parts are behind them. They are in the final stages of closing that chapter, tying up emotional and practical aspects that no longer serve their growth. They understand that in order to come to you with sincerity and integrity, they must leave no unfinished business behind. They want to come to you clean, not burdened by old wounds, not confused or hesitant, but whole, honest, and ready. As they take these final steps, know that their heart is turning in your direction. They are not the same person who walked away. Life has changed them, matured them, and awakened them. And when the moment is right, when the time has aligned, they will reach out. Not with promises they can't keep, but with real words, real emotion, and a genuine desire to rebuild what was once lost. Their journey back to you is not just about romance, it's about soul growth, healing, and the kind of love that survives even the darkest night.